talked about Taylor again. I don't like this vest. It was a good one. But where did I leave this thing at? I'll leave it somewhere when they can. Cass, why are you looking at me like that? But, you know, like, let's look back at it, you know. When it comes to, you know, like, say, our good friend, the Doctor, he has always had a bit of, you know, a fun streak, one would say. But, you know, there's always been a sense of, like, say, you know, like, a world in the series, whether it was, like, say, Jane Smith show, or, heck, even Torchwood. But there's one show that perhaps you never heard of that still, you know, would in a way give the Sarah Jane Smith series show a bit of life. And by life, I mean, you know, bring it forward. So, let's talk about K9 and Company. But before you do that, you know who we are. I bet you do. We are... For you. So when it comes to the use of, like, say, animals on, like, say, of Doctor Who and all that, the one example that they had was the character of K9.
Where is the Doctor? Speak! You are a very stupid machine.
Who it seemed was always just, like, his character was always loved by children and all that. But, not sometimes always, but the prop for him was not always loved.
Clicking towards oblivion. How long, K9?
Insufficient data.
Yeah, you never fucking know the answer when it's important.
But, you know, like, say, sometimes, you know, like, you can love animals, but sometimes they're not always the best actors. Isn't that right, Giggles?
Pat me, pat me, pat me!
Very good, good girl. But, yeah, so let's look at the what was, at one time, going to be a full show, in this case, K9 and Company, which had the character of K9 and the character of Sarah Jane Smith. Played by Elizabeth Sladen. And what actually happened in this one, in this, you know, palette? Well, it's set in the fictional English village of, you know, Morton Harwood in 1981, and in which, like, say, like, you know, Sarah and Cannon investigate the disappearance of Brendan Richard, the ward of Sarah's Aunt Lavon, in the wake of increasing reports of witchcraft. I gotta say, like, say, the moments where they have the moments of witchcraftery and all that stuff.
For I speak with the voice of Hecate, O gracious goddess. I bring joy on earth.
It's kind of the goofy ones, like, say, the giant, like, say, Beelzebub or whatever, like, goat man, like, masks and all that. It's pretty great. Apparently, Sladen, she had said that the director, John Black, apparently she thought that his way of directing was kind of lifeless.
When is she due here?
Oh, Friday week, the 18th.
And your nephew? Brendan?
Oh, he's my ward.
Breaks up soon, doesn't he?
Yes, next Friday. This is his first visit here.
He can always come to me, you know, muck in with my lot.
Oh, well, that's sweet of you, Juno, but it's all settled now. I rang him yesterday. He's going to stay on at the school till Sarah Jane collects him.
I'm looking forward to meeting her.
Oh, you'll like her.
And although I feel like, given what her, like, you know, the script and all that she had to deal with when it came to this pilot, I feel like she gives a good performance in this.
Knock that back. It'll make you less prickly.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise I was being prickly. I can't help feeling...
Of course you can't. You need a diversion.
Yes.
Well, you're a journalist. There's somebody here you ought to meet. Excuse me, please. Yes, come along, dear. Excuse me, thank you. Henry, there's somebody here I'd like...
And at the same time, I feel like, okay, K9, he can still be like a little bit of the charming little robot that he is, but at the same time, I feel like this show, or this pilot, can be a little bit just, I would use this word, uninspired? Because here's the thing, you have, like, say, this idea of, like, say, someone being kidnapped by an cult, and, you know, it's a race against time and all that. And it's a bit of a mystery to try to, like, say, okay, who is involved in this and everything. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like, say, all the other actors are to, like, say, okay, we need you to act with urgency.
Don't be so touchy. What happened?
Well, Sarah was out. I heard a noise in the hall, and I went out there, and they jumped me. I managed to fight off one, and the other ran away.
Do you know who it was?
No.
Would you be able to recognize him again?
Oh, yes.
Good, good. We must tell the police.
I already have.
And all that. But, yeah, I think that Sladen does a great job. I will at the same time think the introduction of the show with the, you know, how would be the word, the title card or whatever, does not really help you, like, say, okay, this does not sell me on it. Because sometimes you will need like a introduction to a show that's always going to be able to sell you on, like, okay, we're sold, kind of deal. And although like, say, the show had a huge you know, reaction to, like, you know, say, yeah, people really liked it, and that it had a big amount of viewers to watch it, they suddenly, like, you know, like, oh, hey, we might do this. A new head of BBC at the time, thought, I'm not so sure about this, because, well, he thought, like, saying, no. And, yeah, well, at the same time, well, I can say I think Sladen did a good job, and I kind of liked the character of Kanan.
Wish we a merry... No, recheck. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
But I do think that this pilot was kind of just not the... I don't want to say the word just, like, you know, like, uninteresting, because sometimes there had some good moments, but because I really don't want to say this was bad. I really don't. And yeah, I did think the costumes and all that were just okay. It was a little bit fun, but at the same time, I can see like why they thought, okay, let's just get rid of K9. Instead of making him, like, say, one of the title card characters, let's move on to having Sarah Jane Smith as the main lead of her own show.
With you, did he do that thing where he'd explain something at, like, 90 miles per hour and you go, what? And he'd look at you like he just dribbled on your shirt?
All the time. Does he still stroke bits of the tart?
Yeah. Yeah, he does. I'm like, do you two want to be alone?
How's it going? What? Listen, I need to find out what's programmed inside these. What? Stop it.
And yeah, I feel like say that was what, okay, this is how we learned from, you know, a show, and let's, you know, do better next time. But what are your thoughts on the pilot of K9? Giggles, what's wrong, girl? You seem in something going on over there? Nothing's going on over there. Your sister's not running around. She's not running around. Yeah. See you next time.